When a man can't find a deep sense of pleasure, they distract themselves with meaning. Lots of people that consume work like yours, listen to shows like this, many of them would identify as something like an insecure overachiever. Somebody that's very introspective, they ruminate, they like to improve themselves, they're growth-minded, they're upward aiming, and I think they sometimes focus on working hard. So there's a famous Viktor Frankl quote, when a man can't find a deep sense of meaning, they distract themselves with pleasure. Frankl is arguing that a lack of meaning causes people to seek temporary relief in superficial pursuits rather than addressing the underlying existential void. Perhaps for many, maybe even most people, this is a big issue. But there is another group who suffer with the opposite problem, Frankl's inverse law. When a man can't find a deep sense of pleasure, they distract themselves with meaning. If ease, grace, joy, and playfulness don't come easily to you, one solution is to just ignore moment-to-moment happiness entirely and always pursue hard things. You convince yourself that delayed gratification in perpetuity is noble because you struggle to ever feel grateful. TLDR, you prioritize meaning over happiness because happiness doesn't come easily to you. As my friend Bill Perkins says, delayed gratification in the extreme results in no gratification. Or Alan Watts, if we are unduly absorbed in improving our lives, we may forget altogether to live them. Everyone is taught that on the other side of discomfort is something valuable. We're told that worthwhile things are difficult to attain because if they weren't difficult to attain, they wouldn't be worthwhile. This is how non-valuable but difficult things get slipped into our desires without us noticing. Some people are hyper-responders to this instruction and go on to become workaholics and insecure overachievers. From the outside, this looks like you've transcended the shallow need for pleasure, but in reality, it's just cope to avoid facing the fact that you struggle to feel joy. So instead, you perpetually promise yourself that happiness might finally come tomorrow. But like running toward the horizon, tomorrow never arrives. Congratulations, you've managed to subjugate your joy as a tribute to your work. Do not confuse humorless and fun-lacking seriousness with being sophisticated and caring about your pursuit. Thoreau says, the price of anything is the amount of life that you exchange for it. And by this logic, many of us are paying into a bank account that we never withdraw from. I think with this Olympic champion, the LeBron James of winning the marshmallow test. I wonder how many people are bypassing more simple day-to-day joy because it feels, originally it was hard for them to access, and now it feels flimsy, unsophisticated. I should be aiming for something higher than this. And I wonder how many people can be fulfilled with much simpler pleasures than the ones that they're pursuing delayed gratification to try and achieve.